Hi, I would like to present one of the best books about the relationships. If you are interested, the link is below.
For those who don't know the story, where did this come from in your own heart and mind, Gary?
Well, it came out of my counseling experience. I've been in marriage counseling for over 35 years now, just working with hundreds and hundreds of couples. And I realized that after a while that I was hearing the same stories over and over again. They would sit in my office and one of them would say, I just feel like he doesn't love me. And the other one would say, I don't know what they want. I do this and this and this, and they don't feel loved. I don't understand this. And so I would try to help them understand what made her feel loved, what made him feel loved, so that they could start, expressing love that way. So I went through my notes after probably 12 years of notes and asked myself, what are people crying for? When they say I don't feel loved, what do they want? And their answers fell into 5 categories. I wasn't looking for 5. It's just they fell into 5 categories. And it was later then I called them the 5 love languages. But I started using the concept in my counseling and in small groups. And every time I did, people got it, and they said, oh, yeah. And so after a while, I thought, if I could put this in a book and if I could write it in the language of the common man, I could help a lot of people. So there's not a lot of psychological terms in this book or, theological terms. It's just I'm trying to write so the average guy and gal can get it.
It's simple. It's straightforward. It's easy to understand. Yeah. Isn't it amazing how God has used that?
Well, it is. And a lot of people have said to me, I read that and I thought, why didn't I think of that? It seems so simple. And it is simple. Now, it's not always easy to implement.
Right.
Because many of us grew up speaking only 1 or 2 of these languages. That's all we heard in our family. So if you talk about physical touch, and I was not touched, I was not in a touchy-feely family, that's hard for me to learn to touch. And the same thing is true with words of affirmation. If you didn't get words of affirmation, it doesn't seem natural to you to be saying these things, to your spouse. So it's not easy for everybody, but it is simple to get the concept. And the good news is you can learn to speak these things. And when you do, it makes a tremendous difference in your marriage.
Thanks for watching this video. If you want more, please subscribe this channel.
Total sales in English now is over 5 million copies, been translated in 38 languages around the world. So it has really just blown our minds to sit back and watch, how this book has been used to help so many couples learn how to reconnect with each other.